What about your fruit, Liana? Is it forbidden? I just wanted to get to know you a bit better. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Fun? So, you really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Huh? She used you as bait?
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. But do you still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
No, not really. I've been living in the forest my whole life, so you're probably right.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
All right.
Why are we stopping?
We're not stopping. We're camping, then. You know, putting up a fire, sleeping for the night. I just wanted to have a chat.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
No, not if you don't want to, but I just wanted to ask if you were alright. You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Alright. Well, I've never seen a Qunari before. Would you mind telling me about your people?
No.
You would mind, huh? I guess I need to ask literally what's said in my options, because otherwise Sten, who doesn't really answer a question to begin with, is certainly not going to answer a question in a sensible way when I ask without reading exactly what it says. Alright, let's keep moving then.
As you wish.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Yes, so you are. So, what would someone like you be doing in Lotharing's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Cutie, you know. I mean, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique, because then they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
Yeah, I guess. What about your fruit, Liana? Is it forbidden?
My fruit? I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
No, neither can I.
But no, I did not take vows. The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Uh-huh. So what did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course.
Really?
Let's move on.
Are you trying to convince yourself that what you just said made sense? Yeah, she's cute. That's for sure. Alistair.
What do you need?
Hey, do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
But that doesn't matter, does it? You knew him, and he was a fellow warden. So, doesn't mean I can't grieve his loss as well.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Don't have to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Well, he had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Don't be silly. You didn't. Really? That barking mod is not working. Okay, fine. I understand totally, because I would have loved to be in that battle myself.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier.
No.
I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them and plant a tree over their remains.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life, springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Well, you know, he was a friend of mine too.
That's good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Yeah. So, what's up with you two?
Oh, why, you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Can I see he snapped at you if he just snapped at you? There's no blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
That was it. So, I guess we move on to Denerim or something. Who do I want with me? I've got too many people to take with me. I guess I could take...
Indeed.
I'll bring Sten along next time.
Yes.
Or... yeah. We don't need two more warriors. I mean, besides me. Maybe we need to go to Redcliffe. Let's do that.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier.
What? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
No. I think you said he raised you?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died bastard. And nobody even knows about me. Yes, because we've gotten along. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
King Kaelin? Did you know that? I mean, it's actually, when you say it, I see it. You're so much alike. So, Alistair, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Wait. If Duncan tried to keep you out of the fighting, why the hell would you make you a warden? Or wasn't it Duncan doing that? He should refuse to do that, right? Like you said in the camp, short lives. And I'm sorry about yeah, well, I don't know why I'm excusing it. It's not my fault. But the dialogues skipped some lines. But oh well. Does Logain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
She despised a little kid. That's an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
Well, he had just as much say in it as his wife, so I understand your feelings. You're an heir to the throne, right?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Really? That's not really what you think, is it?
No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
Right, so we got a royal bastard, yes.
On it.
That's fine. But that makes sense.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road.
though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Wait. What do you mean? What's going on?
So you don't know?
No.
Has nobody out there heard?
Heard what? What are you talking about?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Okay.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Well, you don't believe him, do you?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts.
Really?
The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle.
Things?
We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What things? What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the walking dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Seriously,
Thank you.
Morgan?
This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Alright, I'll do that. Really? No. Morgan, I can't believe you.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists
Seriously.
in the Maker's sight.
Don't you think this
Blessed
is for
art thou who seeks his
us
forgiveness.
as well?
Blessed art
there
thou
anything here?
who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him
They're
of
gone,
our
dear
contrition.
boy. Gone on a long trip.
When will they be back? I miss them.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that. We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
This sounds just like the little boy in Lothering. So, Codex, Chant of Light. Pile of books. The founding of the chantry. So, I guess we're done here. Just want to check.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
Yeah.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
I already told you. Father is
This should be
outside
easy enough.
defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave. Can you do that?
I guess so.
Yeah, that's hard on children.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Oh, wait, are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
The poor thing. Yeah. Hey.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
Yeah, exactly.
Night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here
Can someone
and
slap
wait
that
for
girl?
them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
Yeah. Don't scare the children, please.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more
No,
quiet.
you were very quiet. So, can you tell me what's wrong?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
Wow.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Wait, both your brother and your mother? Do you know why he would run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
I mean, yes. If she thought he had run up to the castle, then I understand Morrigan's response. But she didn't say that. And my first reaction was that she meant he had run off in the village, hiding, crying because of his mother. So you're not dead because you run off. I've ran off when I was a little child. I think everyone's done that. We didn't die from that, Morrigan. But then again, we didn't live in a forest with a witch as a mother. Most of us, I think. Right. I'll go look for him around the village, okay?
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
I'll do my best. Yeah. But that's gonna be next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.